What is good, guys? TheMtVernonkid here. Again. Back again with a bombshell of news for us geeks. And I'm here to talk about it. But also, just to get it off my chest, give my little 2 cents in this whole situation. If there's fans out there that like this kind of content, fine, thank you so much. If you don't, hey, I'm not apologizing for what I'm about to say. But if you are fans of, let's say, the Snyderverse and things like that, you may not like what I'm about to say. But let me make it perfectly clear that it is somewhat true, and there's a lot of definitive to back it up. Okay, now, if you read the title, yeah, up and away again. That's what I put. Henry Cavill is out as Superman again. We just got Mr. Cavill back as Superman. He made the appearance at the end of Black Adam. Rock, Dwayne Johnson worked super hard to get that man back. And reading rumors that Warner Brothers never wanted him back is interesting. Now I'm going to read what Henry Cavill had to say about the situation going forward. But the fact of the matter is that Henry Cavill is out as Superman again. James Gunn and Peter Safran are going in a different direction with Superman. Superman is still a big part of their vision of basically, let's call it what it is, the DC rebirth of the DC EU, in a sense. And that's basically what it is. They're going to go younger. They're going with a young Superman movie that James Gunn is going to write. It's not an origin story, but it's depicting the early days of Superman. And it's going to be a different actor. Now, Henry Cavill has gone on his social media account, and he has said a few things, and I quote, he basically said, I have just had a meeting with James Gunn and Peter Safran, and it's sad news, everyone. I will, after all, not be returning as Superman. After being told by the studio to announce my return back in October prior to their hire, this news isn't the easiest. But that's life. The changing of the guard is something that happens. He is absolutely right about that. I respect that. James and Peter have a universe to build. I wish them all and all involved with the new universe the best of luck and the happiest of fortunes. Respect that man for saying that, though. For those who have been by my side through the years, we can mourn for a bit, but we must remember Superman is still around. Everything he stands for still exists. And the examples he sets for us are still there. My turn to wear the cape has passed, but Superman stands for never will. It's been a fun ride with you all, onwards and upwards. That was Henry Cavill's quotes about Superman. He is absolutely right on what he said. Absolutely. But as much as I respect and agree, Mr. Cavill, I have to throw my 2 cents in. Because at the end of the day, it was such a waste. Yes, that is the bricks sometimes. That's life, things change. Yes, changing of the guard sometimes, and we see this in businesses and everything like that all the time. But the fact of the matter is that he just came back. What was his return for if they were going to pull this? Okay? Now, having said that, yes, it is sad. And I've seen people already on social media and everybody, oh, fuck Gunn, fuck that guy, fuck Peter, fuck, cursing up a storm. And just looking at it from a point of view of like, oh, see, this is what happens when you get rid of the Snyderverse. Let me stop you right there. This is where I said, for anybody who's a fan of the Snyderverse, you're not going to like what I'm going to have to say. But let me say it anyway, because I don't care. The Snyderverse, as a whole, was a big failure. Let me put that in perspective once again. It was a failure. If the Snyderverse was a pitcher, his ERA would be terrible. There you go. The Snyderverse was a failure from almost the get-go. Too many chefs in the kitchen, too many people saying what to do, what not to do, too much darkness, too much this. It didn't work. It didn't. Yeah, there was a few hits, your Wonder Womans, your Aquaman, stuff like that. Even Gunn's Suicide Squad did pretty well. And there's still people today that want to see what's next for that run. I can't tell you how many times I hear people now talk more about King Shark than ever. The point is, Snyderverse was a failure. So explain to me how Gunn is supposed to try to work around that. Try to build that back up. No. Because at the end of the day, look, as much as I don't care about it, it seemed that the Flash movie was going to be some sort of reboot of the universe. It seemed like the Flash movie was going to do that. Some kind of maybe a flashpoint or whatever. It doesn't matter. It looked like, and I don't give two crap. Let's be straight real. The Flash movie, you don't sit there and tell me that I'm not telling the truth. The only reason why people were hyped for the Flash movie, and I said this last night on a live stream, it wasn't for Tom Taylor's version of Supergirl. It sure as hell wasn't for Ezra Miller's Flash. Why? Because we were going to see Michael Keaton back as Batman. That's the only reason why people were hyped for it. Okay? Be straight real. Because that's the only reason why I was somewhat concerned. As far as I'm concerned, get rid of Ezra Miller. That guy needs some help. Screw that guy. He needs serious help. Get him in some hospital. He belongs in jail. Fuck that Flash movie. And I love the Flash, but fuck that movie. Okay? Fuck that movie. The point of the matter is, the Snyderverse was a failure. And don't sit there and say, oh, but Chris, come on, man. Like, the Snyder cut of Justice League was... If you like that Snyder movie, that cut, good for you. But superhero movie or not, I'm not sitting through 4 hours for what? To tell what? To show, well, the general that was talking to Superman and Man of Steel, that was John Jones all of them. Give me a break. Never mind. The point is, it was a failure. It was. So why should Gunn try to rebuild over that instead of changing the guards, trying something new, trying something that is a little bit maybe more faithful to the material, more source, as well as creator friendly, not having too many chefs in the kitchen. Now, yes, it sucks, and I will talk about Wonder Woman and everything in another video, but right now it's about Henry Cavill leaving as Superman. Was he a bad Superman? No, he wasn't. Did he have bad material as Superman? Yes, he did. I have said that from day one. But was he a bad Superman? No. This sucks because if he left The Witcher because of him he was returning back as Superman. That's terrible. That's messed up. That's messed up. When I heard that he was leaving and Liam Hemsworth was going to take over as Gareth, I'm like, wait, what? That's going to be like night and day. The man made that character in his own. But that sucks. Now, having said that, now and truthfully, seriously, if I'm Kevin Feige and Marvel, I'm looking at this news and I'm telling my secretary, get me Henry Cavill's number. Bring. HC, we need to talk. This is Kevin Feige. We need to talk. You still want to... How would you like to come over and work for us now? How would you like to continue to be a hero for all the kids and all the fans? Yeah? Be in my office tomorrow. I would sign him to a contract without the character yet. I would bring him in the next day and say to him, choose the library of Marvel characters and say, choose. Who do you want to be? Who do you want to play? What role do you want to? You want to be a hero? Okay, here's the library of heroes. You want to be a villain? Okay, here's the library of villains. More likely he would be a hero. But what a twist that would be if he became a villain. If he decided to, you know what, I want to play a villain. The point is, if I'm Kevin Feige, DC's loss, our gain. That was something many people were saying from the get-go once he was gone from Superman before. Okay. The man is too talented not to be still a part of the fandom of comic books. That's just my opinion. He's too good. He has been great as The Witcher. I think he's great as Sherlock Holmes. Your man can do it all. He is truly a nomad, or gypsy as he called himself once. He goes where the work is. But yes, it seems like his time as Superman is up. And we as fans gotta accept that. I have to accept it. I don't want to, but I have to. It sucks, but I'm not gonna say, you know what, F Gunn, James Gunn, F them. I ain't gonna. No, I actually, even though everything, I said it before and I'll say it again, people. As a fan and as someone who has, since I was a kid, has been reading this company's books, I want them to succeed. And succeed, I hope they do, in this new direction. Whatever comes, whatever the future holds for James Gunn and the DC Studios, I want to see. Now, there's still movies coming out. You still got Captain Marvel and the Wrath of the Gods. You still got the Blue Beetle movie. Great. It's still Aquaman, the sequel. But, yes, they are going to put Superman on a pedestal that he hasn't been on in a long time. Now, they're going younger. That may hurt a lot of people. But Superman was, to many people, especially of this generation, they're Christopher Reeves. They're Christopher Reeves that was from my generation. Still to this day, Christopher Reeves was the true embodiment of Superman. Cavill came close to feeling that part, especially later on. I will thank him for his contributions to Kal-El. But at the end of the day, he's not Superman. But I said before, I feel bad for Rock because he put so much into getting that man back. And I know that's probably like a slap in the face and kind of like, oh, that's like a heavyweight boxer knocking knocking you out. Like, oh damn. It sucks. But at the end of the day, thank you, Mr. Cavill. Thank you for some memories of your Superman. Not everything about your Superman I liked, even the Snyderverse. But there were some things I did like. I loved the first flight as him as Superman. I will always love, as much as anything, I will always enjoy that first time of seeing the Trinity together for the first time on the big screen. That will always be a nerdgasm for me. But at the end of the day, life moves on, and we have to accept the fact that he's no longer going to be Superman. So it does suck. But as I said before, James Gunn needs to move on. He can't. Why hold on to something that just was a failure? And that's the part that I guess these hardcore Snyderverse fans just cannot understand or can't get over. They just can't. End of it. It ends. The end of an era. A new era begins for DC Studios. Let's see where it goes. Before you just sacrilege and cancel it and everything like that. Now, if it fails, it fails. But it'll be on Gunn's terms. It fails. Not on the back of something already that was established. You understand what I'm saying? Put it like that. But Cavill is gone as Superman, guys. It's sad because it's just like he just came back, man. And I think it's sad because he went on to announce it, and then it's gone. It sucks. Now, guys, you guys tell me in the comment section below, what did you think about the news? What do you think about this? Does it bother you? Are you upset? But are you upset like me, but also keen to an open sense that it could work out for the better? I look forward to hearing it, guys. Outside of that, guys, you guys take care. And deuces.